Heaven high, everybody, every light body. This is Baba on Aquarius Keychain, and I'm here to talk about many subjects actually, and this is the first edition of a talk with Baba. So this talk, I will start to share some subject to actually become the bridge of the lower self to the higher self, and to master the movement of consciousness that makes us becoming a vessel of the bridge from heaven to earth, in a way, from the higher to the lower. So for this, I will talk about the initiation process, I will talk about the different bodies, I will talk about inner alchemy, about everything we need to know as a basis to become, to enter our mastery. And if you arrived here, it's because I have the codes that you need to, and if I'm sharing this, it's because I know some people need it. I received it because some people need it. That's as simple as that. Nothing personal, just the flow of life. So, I'm going to share with you some context and some basis. Because what I want you to get is the movement of enlightenment of oneself. It's crazy for me to say that. So let's start. We don't see nothing, we don't see shit, until we see the light for the first time. Because we are incarnated in the lowest expression of spirit, which is the matter. And the highest expression of the matter is spirit. Everything is one. Everything is one on the physical realm, and everything is one on the spiritual realm also. Now, we cannot differentiate. Our eyes are closed, our consciousness is purely involved, fully involved in the physical life. And the only body we think we have is the physical body, and that's it. Now, the first time you see the light, or the first time you have like a moment of consciousness, you start to know there's something more, and you arrive on this probationary path. Like you kind of know that there's something more, but you don't get it really. So what happens there? If you see the light, you start to see the darkness. You start to see that there's light and there's darkness, that there's things that are pulling you up to that thing that you taste, that high that you taste, that awareness that you taste, and things that are pulling you away. So you start to have a sense of discrimination. You start to have a sense of, okay, you start to make distinctions that are deeper than what they used to be. And from there on, you see the shadow of this world, of your world. You see the shadow. So you see you asleep, then you see the lights. Because you see the lights, now you discern the shadow. And that you want it or not, in your search, in this desire of enlightenment that is inside of you, these desires of there's something more, this profound desire of liberation that is inside you, whether you want it or not, is gonna make you make the make you see all of your shadow. You're gonna make a turn and see all of the shadow, all of the cages, all of the walls of your world. You have to shadow work. And the more you want to light work, you want to see the light, the more you have to shadow work. And that brings up a conflict. You start to get about many things. You start to question your food, master your sleep, work on the body, feel your emotions. This is like the kind of beginning moment of, okay, there's work to do, and it's not going to be easy. The moment when you see the amount of work and that you see that there is concrete on the forest, that you start to think about karma, about life after death, you know? So you make a turn through the events and through people, through relationship or through happenings, you make the turn of all of your shadow. And that doesn't mean you have confronted them. That doesn't mean you have brought the power of inner alchemy, the transmutation, the enlightenment of your base matter, your base metal. You are unconsciously on the path of spiritualizing the matter inside you so you can spiritualize the matter around you. And in a way, you are seeded, you are pregnant of something. You are pregnant of your soul. You are pregnant of an evolving factor of consciousness inside of you. So, from asleep to see the light, to see the shadow, now you start to confront the shadow. And that can still happen unconsciously. You work in the astral, you bring the light in your families, you shift timeline by working on yourself, by putting love to parts of yourself, giving love to part of yourself, awareness and attention that you have neglected, that have been neglected from generations and generations. Inside of you, you are doing that work. Through events or relationship, there's a happening that makes you confront all of the shadow, and that is a very emotionally, psychologically, mentally, physically hard process. And that can go on until you arrive to the great reclaim of the power, the great reclamation of your power, the great reclamation of your authenticity. You call back all the parts of yourself. You ask for the full soul retrieval. You ask to step into mastery, and you dare. You dare. In the 12th chakra system, the 5th dimensional chakra, there's 12 of them. The most up is the stellar gateway with 12 chambers, because we're in a 12 universe, a 12 based universe. And the last chamber, it's courage. You have, my love, you need courage. You need the courage to ask all the part of yourself back. You need the courage to retrieve all the fragments of your soul for you to vibrate your true sound, true unique vibration, your authenticity. Unapologetically, with joy, with compassion for all the people and all the events that brought you there. Forgiveness for the hurt that you did, consciously or unconsciously, of the hurt that everybody did to you, or all the realms that you are concerned of, which is basically everything. And you arrive to that great soul retrieval. When you are whole, no entity can touch you. except if the universe allows it to for a lesson. When you are whole, you are balancing your karma very fast. When you are whole, the law of attraction starts to work at a terrible pace. Everything that is not meant for you is want to go away as fast as possible, and everything that is meant for you want to come to you as fast as possible. The only resistance at that point is the personality, the incarnation. And this is why I'm sharing this. When you start to be responsible of your multidimensional compass, which all the template has been brought at this Lionsgate, until the Lionsgate 2026, we have to be absolutely clear with our multidimensional compass. We have to know the texture of our highest timeline, our miracle frequency, which is our authenticity. And we have to be very clear on how to navigate this. Which means that the time is not linear. To navigate multidimensionally with your authenticity, and for the law of attraction to start to work with your true nature, you indeed have to, you are in a spiral. Time-space-wise, you're in a spiral. So, the courage to reclaim all the parts of you and to act upon them. Because you're going to be tested and you're going to be reinforced. You will have test of strength, test of patience, test of scarcity, and same cycles will happen again and again, but you're going to live them at a higher frequency, and if you change how you react to them, you have enlightened some part of yourself, some matter. You have spiritualized the matter to brought light. So when you resist, you give energy to what you resist to. You energize it with your thoughts. And that makes blockages. So when you're authentic, there's nothing else to do than to surrender and let yourself flow in your true nature. And there we arrive to a part of the alchemical process of the inner self that is very interesting. So you went through the process of asleep, to see the light, to see the shadow, because you can make distinction now. Now you confront all of your shadows, because they hold the medicine of all the parts of yourself. Some part of yourself, they come like this. Some part of yourself, you need to confront the shadow, because the shadow of yours and the collective shadow, they are there to be integrace, not integrate, integrace. You have to bring grace with the two tools you have, which is love, compassion, the middle way, in a way, and wisdom, which is just way to love, way to find love, way to arrive to love. When you reclaim, when you give the love, the compassion, through wisdom, to the parts of yourself that have been neglected, to the shadow part that are holding the medicine of your wholeness, you start to shine your vibration of authenticity and attract everything that you deserve and everything that is meant for you. And you realize you can have anything that you want, not everything that you want. And that's very important. Your desires are starting to be an alignment with the desires of your soul. And amidst the shadow, when you confronted all of your shadow, you understand that you don't only have to see the light, but be the light. You become the substance of your higher self. the substance your higher self is pouring is the factor we can call the solar angel. Is the substance that is going to make you radiant like a sun. And the substance that is not radiant like a sun inside of you, which obviously this low down light make this body, you're going to reach the light of the sun, the solar energy frequency, to the lowest band of frequency that is in the matter, and that in a way, like you, forgot that they are the light. And they are working with other substances, which makes your desires for food, for pleasure, that are organized in your likes and dislikes, there are the substance of your desires. When you're authentic, you realize the substance of your desires, the essence of your desire is sacred. And you honor them. And by honoring them, you are bringing the solar light, the solar angel, to your lunar angel. You are in a way on a lunar angelic body. And your spiritual abstract body is your solar angel body, your solar body. And between the two, there's a lot of shits. I have my physical body here. Then I have the etheric body here. And then I have an astral body that is bigger. A mental body that I can access, that makes conclusion, that is concrete, that have a sense of separation. And then an abstract mental body. It's divided in two. So the physical body, that actually the etheric body is part of the physical body, because we can see it. Astral body, we cannot see it here. Mind body, with the part that is concrete, that makes conclusion, and the part that is abstract. When we bridge from the concrete to the abstract, we arrive to the realms where the solar bridge can be done. It's the spiritual part of your mental body that is absolute. That's where your higher self information resides. That's where you are being put in contact with. That's where you have revelations. And that body is connected to your solar body. Your causal body in a way. And your work is to bridge your concrete mind frequencies to your abstract mind frequencies, basically to master your mind and your thought, to make space and bridge the solar frequency energy, your solar angel substance, to bridge them down to the astral body, down to the concrete mind, down to the astral body, down to the etheric body, and down to the physical body, to spiritualize yourself and enlighten the matter inside of you till you become the light. And when you are the light, you are at the highest, is that true? Yes, okay. The highest strata of your fifth dimensional self. And you enter the strata of your fifth dimensional self when there's a clear connection with your solar angel, with your higher self body, with that solar substance. When all the chakra align in that substance, your stellar gateway, that's your most up chakra, In your Earth Star chakra, that is 1 meter below your feet, they are in sync. They are in sync. You have the stellar gateway, the soul star, the causal chakra, the crown, the third eye, the throat, with the heart, which has the higher heart and the alta major here, but with the main one, the heart, the solar plexus, on the navel chakra, the sacral chakra, the root chakra, and under your feet, your Earth Star chakra. So it makes 12. Earth Star, root, sacral, navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, causal chakra, soul star chakra, and stellar gateway. When your stellar gateway turns and there's an alignment with the substance, because when they turn together it means there's an alignment, you can see in your inner eye there's like this solar donut around your head, kind of this thing turning clockwise very fast. It's your stellar gateway that is active. It's this thing that you saw in the scene, this aureole kind of thing. And it's the expression of your heart chakra, the 12 petals of the heart expressing the main 12 petals of the heart, because there's more, expressing themselves into the crown. It's like the heart and the crown, and the crown, you are in sync on your axis, is in sync with the stellar gateway. And for your stellar gateway to open, you have to open your Earth Star chakra, which is basically a connection with nature, a connection with the earth, is a grounding. You need to be absolutely grounded in the earth. Because the process I'm talking about is nothing personal. It's absolutely nothing personal. The process I'm talking about is a collective awakening process. The earth shifts to the fifth dimension. It's fifth dimensional frequency, which is already done. And your bodies follow, the collective body follow. This is a collective awakening. What I'm speaking about from a personal level is a collective awakening, but we get collectively aware, the collective awareness, as we're going through this process, because it's just the law, as above, so below, as within, so without. So what I'm speaking about, the movement I'm speaking about, you will see them in the collective body. Because you know that as you confronted your shadows, things start changing around you. In your family, it starts to get better. Around you, it starts to get better. Your relationship, your self-worth. You meet people that are aligning with the frequency that you resonate at, and that are bringing you behind the mask. All the souls have a plan behind the personality to guide you into more self-love, more compassion, and being more fully aware of yourself. So be the light. Be the light you want to see in the world. That is kind of a way to see the awakening process, the initiation process. There's many stuff to say, and there's many different ways to say it. In another video, I will share the non-linear path of initiation through the solar system. That is an astrological perspective on it. What I said can be said through numerological perspective, symbolic perspective. There's many keys, physiological perspective. There's many keys to express that. I'm expressing it just as I am. That is all, but I want to continue on some subjects. I will continue. Let's talk about the inner alchemy. So, yes, work on your body, go out in nature, meditate, learn how to be in full movement, and learn how to be absolutely still. because those two are related. Your true nature does not make distinction. Everything is one. This is oneness. In the miracle of oneness is we can experiment separation in oneness and oneness in separation. That's how the universe is experiencing through me, and I'm experiencing through the universe, and there's no distinction between the two. What makes distinction is this concrete mind, this conclusional mind that I talked about. So let's look, let's make some alchemy, because thoughts are energy. For real.